It's very easy to you there when they wow, swing lapitani, X, Y, and Z. But most of the time, swing health-seeking behavior more they cause problem. Then I guess water blood pressure is one. Why is it important? Silent driver of stroke, kidney disease. Most of the time, so they're gonna need them among you one, ganyo na tay, wala dafa am stroke. Lolo mung la one that need cocoa had uncontrolled blood pressure for a very extended amount of time. Or most of the times, a family machine like swing kidneys, yanko ligay law constantly, yang ligay law sa halbi because blood pressure is literally pressure against your arteries and so say yarambi. So ya get a fire, right? So most of the times people they want to handle it lolo happen with this bubble. There's no such thing else where it comes stroke. Stroke is prolonged blood pressure elevation for a very long time, which sometimes is not a function of garabunekudido. It's a function of nitki, literally, direi boba. I'm going to talk about it, maybe. No mean. Did it? Man, lumala expel ni mo. So neka yo yang yam do. Na neka 40 years. Nga am high blood pressure. Nga panya gel garab. Sa dombi is 2 years old. Balamo dembe aga 25. That's 23 years later. 23 plus 40 is 63. The likelihood young guy tombe sa dombo I'm 30. Statistically, it's unlikely. Because statistically, a Gambian man does not live to celebrate 70 years old. Because in life expectancy has been in the low to mid 60s for a very long time. So maybe as healthcare professionals, the way we talk about healthcare should change. You don't want last episode a fairly risk. I'm going to show you why you're from at least blood pressure boku si lo muna telare. Utena accept blood pressure is normal. Well, it's high. And ideally you don't want a 120 over 80. So you need to get blood pressure of larger. Two numbers. Number buneka si ko, number buneka si suf. Right? The reason why I'm nyari numbers here, do you know? Right?
Yeah, but hold it. I don't know the
Obviously.
So you have a loom there, contract
Contract and relax.
relaxation. Because muscle, right? Contraction, full pump, relax, my feeling.
Yeah.
Facial deret, pump como dem si yarambi. Facial deret, pump como dem si yarambi. Meaning nyari pressure moy am. Because there's two events. So top number and bottom number. What and you they want to know link when they measure. Pressure be during contraction, like pressure be during relaxation. What and they want to systolic and diastolic. So that they important they always think I'm yet number, but they always jot on it. Your heart rate.
Yeah.
See 1 minute be, nyata yon lasa holby, you definitely. Well, my heart rate, my pulse. Nobody saw the fair nisa, got just stop clock, right? Like them na yeksa hog. So hold a stop clock.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute. I'm going to do well, legally, people will do it for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. Right? For 60 seconds.
I fake out it's regular.
Regular is
it's very
regular,
yeah.
right? So more than legally, so many danga stress. Then your blood pressure be is high. Why is a heart rate be? Time it's high, it makes sense. And nurse munala wane okay mungitanga yon kon mamang nya. Togal si ACB. Nga nopalako nanondo nga relax. So ko defe so relax sa holbi no moy dore da big na wan. Mo da be ba nga muna am sa resting heart rate. Right? And then so you can measure your pulse beat I think was 70. Meaning 70 beats per minute. So see 1 minute beat, holding it typically should beat between 60 and 100 times. CBN a minute.
Magbi.
Right?
For an adult. Yes.
For an adult. For an adult. Right? Why it's interesting. So this is a lead. You have ultrasound. Abdominal nisaba.
they got
The 160.
Right? Abdominal tama. Right? It's beautiful. Right? Why as you get older, typically in adults, between 60 to 100 beats per minute. So more than going back to mental health, then they have anxiety. And they am a physiological response. They is a whole bang beat.
Yep.
Most of the time, if you're having those symptoms, put out blood pressure machine. Get check. Personalamuna one exactly. If your heart rate is really, really high, it's really important. This to me, in terms of technology, This is one of the most revolutionary pieces of technology man has ever made to be able to detect what your blood pressure is. Te legi li moy suñ febar. Once again, I wish ni mënon a gis screen bi. Malaria, HIV, tuberculosis, those exist. Why chronic condition burden the in Africa and in Gambia. Once again, Africa suneke 1 billion people. 30% of 1 billion. Little number bundaw, right? Then in there, yes, majority of the population are young, but young people have hypertension and diabetes all the time, right? So please check in some blood pressure. Metric number 2, waist circumference.
Okay.
Let's be mamako create, right? Luta madef lol number 2. Reyai beer.
PMI.
We go call it.
No, then you'll see BMI because you're in the scale. Pull one a BMI. But number 2, Pullman.
Visceral fat.
I said blood pressure, number 1, and this is no particular order. Number 2, moy sareyai dirbi cola. It's the number 1 indicators of somebody who's healthy or somebody who's gonna have a disease. Reyai dir.
Fee is a different definition.
No, why yëpp si help la yëpp si
No, I know, yeah, that's the thing.
la.
Why fee sa biir bi su réyee rek ñu ne waaw waa jàngi.
No, but it's metabolic risk.
Which is
Surtout si góor. Biir bi suy rëy rek. Pipes yi dañooy door di yàqu.
yeah.
Because graisse moo fa nekk. All right? Especially góor. Lu tax mu nekk gannaaw góor? Who knows why?
Lu tax mu nekk lan?
Góor. They yar cola more than anywhere else. You cannot answer.
Okay.
Because he should know. Who knows why?
Fat foofu la di toog.
Why though? What's the reason of yar cola si biir?
I don't know.
Jigéen fan la dee yar graisse.
Si gannaaw.
Soo ko xamutoon. moom soo ko xamutoon tey.
But yow sa answer bi dafa gaaw de.
Foog kaaw gis.
Loo mean si gannaaw.
Comme si bot bi ak yooyu.
Hips. Si wangam de.
Waaw.
But actually the back as well. And the thighs.
waaw.
That's why body percent fat will do a demonstration. Grace, jigéen moo dee gën a am more body percent fat than góor. Right? But yar grace is a evolutionary response to survival. Because bu njëkk bi lekka du daan am all the time. So saa yoo amee access to excess lekka, yàlla dafa binda suñ yaram bi pour use lii as storage.
Energy and all that.
Energy. Because if soo nekku dee di lekka, sa yaram bi su gisu dee glucose, daf day jool di jël graisse, def ko energy. I don't think most people understand lu tax yàlla bindee ñu nii. Léegi we have access to so much food that it's not normal for a human being pour mun a am ndeewoo añ reer. It's actually evolutionary, not normal. Bu njëkk bi is feast and famine. Danga noos su ko defee yéen ñëpp ngeen am yaram denc graisse because xam ngeen ne mun ngeen a enter period boo xam ne doo gis lekka. So den sa yaram bi moo tax góor daf ko dee dajale fii. Su ko defee ba léegi mun ngaa def yéen ay you could still move, you could hunt. Jigéen is literally linked to their fertility. Gis nga jigéen body percent fatam bi su droppé to a certain level, then they stop their menstrual cycle. Moo tax jigéen dañ la dee wane su nekkee pregnancy is your plan, try to get to 20% or higher of body percent fat. Pour sa yaram bi mun a antal jur doom. Xalaatal système boo xam ne yàlla dafa def on and off switch. Automatic. To protect doom bi. So moo tax góor yi, the more you eat, anytime so yar cola is the number one sign that you are eating more than what you are supposed to do. And it's also a sign that you're building up visceral fat. Graisse bu gën a bon mooy graisse boo xam ne sa xol bi su nekkee lii nga feesal ko graisse around your organs. But also metabolic risk because insulin resistance foofu la dee ñëwee. Right? So moo tax nekku ne dañu war a célébrer ñoo xam ne yaa ngi takk jabar yi maa ñoo soto sa koola baa ngee ñëw yaa ngi sol xaftaan ñun suñu yëre african si tamit dañ dee mën a nëbba koola xam nga it's actually a sign that you are getting unhealthier and for most men you're more likely to have erectile dysfunction dafa dama why soo jëlee pipe bu war a ubbeeku nga warale koo graisse pipe bi lu mooy def
after dafa get squeezed.
dafa pata
Yeah. You know.
deret du mun a jaala dem fu mu war a jaala pour nga doxal wala su fa jaalee du mut so yow yaa ngi jël Viagra yaa ngi jël lu nekk dugal jëm nga toj koola bi pipe si ubbeeku nga dem continuer sa
Yeah.
ini
Dëgg.
right so waist circumference te once again very easy danga ko war a xam nga taxaw right ñu jël measuring tape xam nga ñawkat bi
Ñawkat, waaw.
tape bu mu dee measure ku nekk daf ko war a am right su ko defee nga téye sa jumbax bi nii nga dooree foofu nga wërale ko nekkut foo dee sol tubéy de tubéy fii la nii nga wërale ko nga nata ko it's a direct correlation as well
What you comment on de nga sauver do ke nun ne me alon ko atata mo la jata kende alla karola west circumference ball to nun jam mga blood pressure jibe mo la kidney function and this was purely optional. It was a study that was to be done. Bari any sign dal ma kibaro moy coming afintitale bari the funny thing about that was it was not actually funny. Bari kajele ko coming ninga mo fula ke alon ko kilimbe aida ala BMI le seleta wala ala preso le seleta wala sukuru ko ngole kalamuta ala kuoto so ikajele kom ndol nga melon nun to ka fole nun tubabu ya wala kanum nyim bala bal soto kadu nga fonum ko manto balo mo kulti me alon ko akela rix siandile pour yeñing hypertension soto wala yele selo wala sukuru ka fa may diabetes wala obesity bari obesity aka commencer dulaldo jamal bi je kajele wultale ni mbalo
but what's obesity
wolem coming ibalu la ila kulia ay tambi anyanta dana dame kadung ika jibe nyameng wolem ikela jamfole jibe ani la kulia so ni jamfat ni balo kuliata ila jamfo nyanta fatala place dolto me alon ko coming anyanta tembelele so na tambita wala drong akela fenkol siandile akela rix siandile pour ka nying sasa al soto melbo ko yele selo sukuru aning sasa kotengol so wala naka kumaya bakele ni ko moye ko akali exercise ke amanke because ika bolo fanang be nyameng comme docteur ya fo nyameng ko manto ni domoro ke sako nyin tuluma domorol kato ngalo ne balo pour ay energy soto aka soto ku jamala sukuro be wala kono e kaje fana na in tuluma domorol fana ka ke wala nyama so e kaje ni baro tara na mo sukuro nyin talata wala sukuro amam me use amang sukuro sura me use la jama bi je kaje la ka nyin fat leta so wala na aka kumayale lafte murun la non ko ma e kaje mul jamal bi je ka fo ndeman dara domorola pour lafta mbalo le tala intermittent fasting because waka ke menti e kaje ni balo tata fo sayeng ama sota be sukuro men use la aka menke e kaje fat nyin abole use la for energy so e kajele itala o fat nyimbe murun ka kumala anen fanan nenenga episode do bi jang anene fota nun jang comme mol ka sukuro men dom so wala na kumaya bakele so e kajele ni telafta balo talara elafte jato e gana kendea bari ibe sukuro gana domo kan imantare balo mako e kam pura e tala
and what happens to sukuro bi bare resa yaram bi soxla juka what happens
yalon balo nyim fana e kajele sukuro na sulata sukuro la na mo sula sukuro menna aka wostole so bari fana sukuro na siata fenne be balo kono merat namen kat na balo la sufol ka sukuro nyentano insulin ka fa insulin so e kajele le sukuro gana siata nyameng insulin nyim fana ka siata nyam pour ayo control bari sa e kajele ni law insulin tata na siata dorong ibina ko develop la melan ko sa fa insulin resistant anda se sukuro kurang fana nati enole so wala na ko mata bakele pour nyi sukuro donc ya fo anene ya fo jenna killing amanke fulati balo alamam balo nyinda pour ka nyin refined sugars pour balo ya use walam the body was not made for these refined sugars ndol balo ala ya da munela pour nyin sukurol membe nyil kono pour ko wol digest so but nin tata nga nyin sukurol lafa kono wato wati mbe sukurol domal aka kolya ku jamal nati mole wala na a jartale mol nga hakilo to bake yetara sukuro do makang ibe sukuro do maka nyama ibe nyil fanal lafa kan ibe mburol do male fengol do male mantara exercise la o se la jata kende amurni no ko wala na ko mayta bakele pour nga hakilo to
amana la gan lutas sumanane juice orange juice right ak malekali right so neke ñaari yep let's say it has 10 grams of sugar luta orange juice be they gonna increase my blood sugar be faster than this who knows why
I think because this one is natural, but it's processed. Oh,
Any thoughts? Because once again, suñ yaram bi, we have access to processed foods. Lii suñ yaram bi was designed to eat this, not drink orange juice. I have nothing against orange juice, but it's also empty calories. Sukur la, right? Meaning some blood sugar be if it's low, not all orange juice. Lii, it has fiber. Sukur bi yàlla daf ko loma si loo xam ne foog sa yaram bi liggéey pour jot si sukur bi. Meaning su nekkee end up the same amount of sugar, be within orange juice within 5 minutes, dugana sa deret bi. So you see a spike. I understand. Lii nag is gradual because fiber bi foog mu génnee sukur bi liggéey tuuti pour jot si sukur bi. Moo tax ne wan nit ne added sugar, sukur bu weex, is not designed pour su yaram bi ñu process ko.